This all went down at a football game in the state of Tennessee. And this video has sparked allegations of racism. With Memphis Central marching band being on the receiving end of said allegations. All right, so to be clear, I reached out to the school and I spoke with this person, Principal Amy Epps. She would then tell me to get in touch with Antoine Johnson of the Shelby County School District. And here were the questions I asked him to comment on. You are going to see these, all right? Number one, is it true that Brighton High School requested Memphis Central's band not to play? And if so, why? Number two, what was the reaction from the students who were unable to play? Number three, who led the improvisation to play with kazoos and also drumsticks on the fence? Number four, why would Brighton High make this decision if true? Here were Mr. Johnson's replies in order. To my first question, is it true Brighton requested Memphis Central's band not to play? If so, why? He said that is correct. The BHS principal noted that there is, in their words, not a rule stating that a band cannot play during the game, but also stated that, again, their words, this is a sportsmanship issue that your band director has not followed in the past years. Shade. To my second question, what was the reaction from students who are unable to play? Didn't really have an answer, but said, I think it's safe to assume, so again, not from the students, that they were disappointed and somewhat confused. I actually saw a quote from one of the band members who did basically say that they were peeved at it. To my third question, who led the improvisation to play with kazoos and drumsticks on the fence? The idea of Memphis Central staff, so not being fully detailed in that answer. And fourth, why would Brighton make this decision if true? They reiterate, again, their reason seemed to be that the Central band often plays during live game action and that they were allegedly too loud. See, that's the big one right there. They're too loud. We have heard that stereotype over and over and over again throughout time as it pertains to black folks. Whether they are speaking too loud, whether they are laughing too loud, whether they're having fun too loud. We've heard it over and over and over again. So that is, in short, not good. Thus, then I had a few follow-ups. Is the allegation true that the band director has not followed the sportsmanship issue they took umbrage with? Second, there's been some chatter from critics citing allegations of racism. Was this a racist act? And third, what other bands have been banned from playing when visiting Brighton? He would answer in order again. To my first question, at this time, the district has not been provided proof to substantiate that claim. Well, that's a big one. That's a big one. Because Brighton is making an allegation that they have that the band director did not follow the sportsmanship unwritten rule. And now the district is basically saying, we don't know. We haven't been able to verify that one. On allegations of racism and critiques online, Johnson would tell me the opinion of critics is their own. So really saying, if that's what they want to say, that's what they want to say, not confirming nor denying. And the third, when asked what other bands have been banned from playing when visiting Brighton, this is the big one, y'all, right here. And I'm glad I asked this. What other bands have been banned from playing when visiting Brighton? Answer, I am unaware of any additional bands being banned. Okay. So he would also send me a statement from Roderick Richmond, who is the interim superintendent of Memphis Shelby County Schools. I can leave that up for all of y'all to see. Ladarius Brown, who plays the baritone, would tell a local news station that they were indeed disappointed. But what I am seeing through questions that I submitted and the answers that were given, not even, in a live taping, not even over a phone call, but in an email, we can read between the lines here. And I will just add that where there is smoke, there is fire. I appreciate Antoine Johnson, the communications director for the Shelby County Schools District, for getting back to me in a relatively quick time so we could air this. I held off before I wanted to get a few more answers here, and I think we have them.